video 我的家你 send 给我嘞。
OK 啊，
因为不然的话，
你要那个 origin 那个。
不然等下你的 YouTube 逗了，等就。
对，
不是，我在讲，我不是讲你的 YouTube 逗，我是讲 YouTube 不见掉，我忘了。
YouTube company 逗啊。
Facebook 跟 YouTube 都有 ，Instagram 也有。
没你 thank you。
开始要玩 TikTok 了。Okay, so thank you for your time today joining us in our first video testimonial. So don't be kanchiong, just say whatever you want. Okay, just to recall back how we first met. So it was during one of our open house in one of the condos that I'm selling. So while during the visit, I actually asked you some of your future plans, and then you told me that you might be looking to sell your current place. So I can't remember, was it me who asked you if you would like to my service to help you to sell, or was it the other way around? Can you do you remember?
I think maybe I can add on that. I think we were not really actively looking to buy or sell a property at that point in time. So it was kind of like quite coincidental that we came across one of your videos, the unit that you were marketing. So it got us interested. So we requested for a viewing. I think that was how we first met. Then after that, during the process, I think we felt that we could connect quite well. So you offered to sit down with us to do some of the timeline planning, to see how we can fit in the planning. So that was then got us on to getting you to help us sell our place.
So I really want to take this opportunity to ask you how you really felt during this whole journey, because during this experience we had some ups and downs. So so we actually had 3 offers, if I remember. The first one was came too fast. Yes, was very fast. I think it was during the second or third open house.
I think it was second weekend of the open house.
Yeah, then the second one came in with almost immediately on the same day. That hit the price that you all wanted. But unfortunately, some blips happened, and then the buyer forgo. Yeah, so I just want to know how you really felt during this, that time, because we had time frame that we have to meet to sell this current place lah. So we want to take this opportunity to understand how you all felt, really feel as a home seller. Yeah.
So as you said, right, it's up and down, right? Up and down is the down can be described as quite down lah, because it's like you have that time frame that you have to meet, and then after that you also have to worry about this, worry about that. But I think what I would say is your professionalism shone through, because we were what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do that, and things like that. So we then, hey Daniel, can you help with that? What do we do next? And obviously, because why we have a time frame to meet is because we really committed ourselves to the next property, right? So as you know, in Singapore, we have to deal with the ABSD. So the ABSD might be 4 letter words, but it's quite a lot of money when you right. So it's quite a lot of money when you put together, right? So there's quite a bit of pressure in terms of meeting that. So luckily, up and down, but end of the day is happy ending. So thanks to you.
Okay. Yeah, I also hope that I make you feel assured during this journey lah. What of the 1 or 2 things that actually I done well lah, that maybe you can share with me? Yeah, how do you feel this journey, and why you actually engaged me, or did I give you any confidence and so on?
I think one of your key strength, I think, is I think you are, like you say, the professionalism, right? So before, as you know, right, property agent in this industry can be quite scary, right? So it really depends from agent to agent. So I think personally, myself and my wife, we have friends who are property agent, who also were keen to kind of help us with the house and things like that. But because, as we talked about earlier, how we met, etc., right? So you're helping us with that, you're helping us with this one, and then we sat down a few times to talk about things. You were able to convince us with your professionalism. You were honest with how you saw how things pan out and things like that. So I think that's very important for what we are looking for in terms of an agent, and that assure us in terms of not dealing with a crook in a sense, right?
Yeah. I think no empty promises and no unrealistic things that you were informing us about. So basically, it was very honest and very open communication that we had. So I think that was very important for us because we haven't had too many dealings with property agents as well. So, but we have heard a lot of horror stories as well. Yeah, I mean, so we were quite worried in terms of, you know, if we get the wrong one, then somebody who may just be interested in closing the deal but not really listening to and helping us with what we need. So I think that was the key for us.
Okay, thank you for a very frank and honest opinion. Yeah, but what do you think about the video marketing? Do you think it actually helps you?
I think it helps a lot in terms of filtering out people who are not too interested in that sense. And it also helped, right? Because now we are in an internet age, right? Because initially we got interested in the unit that you were marketing because of your video. So that was interesting. Then after that, you wanted to help us with our house and things like that. Right? So okay, maybe, you know, a video is going to help in terms of broadening the outreach.
I think for me, right, I've seen quite a number of videos done online. Not every video will help to give a bonus to the unit, to be honest. But what really catches me is how you do it in a different way. Because I've seen after we got to know you, I actually went to look at some of the videos that we have done previously. So you always add in some catchy elements, which I found quite interesting because it really captures the attention of the person viewing the video. And I think doing a video definitely fits well with today's age rather than just giving photos, because in that 5-minute video you can do a lot of things. You can put in visual representations of maps and all that, showing the proximity to amenities. You can also, you know, give a very realistic and live layout of how the unit is like. Sometimes, you know, when you look at floor plan, it's so dead. You cannot really visualize whether if you put in a furniture here, how much space will you have, the walkway and all that. So when you do a video, it's really showing how the lifestyle can work and how it really fits in the reality world. So I think I agree with Shin. I mean, now if you do a video, there's a lot of opportunity for you to actually share across different platforms. So I think the outreach is very good as well. So based on the video that you've done for us, I think you were sharing with us that a lot of positive and big outreach market, right? So I think that is also something that was quite shocking.
I will send you the original copy for.
Because
It's funny.
that you told us, we were like, wow, really, you know?
No, so that's the thing, right? So then we were getting updates from Daniel, right? And then Daniel would tell me, oh, I got X number of hits, X number of whatever thing. So these are statistics that can give you a sense of how well your unit is progressing.
I think I also need to mention, right, one of the viewers came and he just walked in and very quickly he came out and he said, oh, it was exactly like the video. So I don't know whether you remember, but it was one single man, and then he came in and then he walked out very quickly, and then we thought that, you know, this guy must be not interested in the unit. But I think his feedback was that, oh, it was exactly like the video. So he didn't really need to spend a lot of time at every single corner. Everything was just, you know, in the video. He could actually really envision how it's going to pan out and look like. So I think that really helps in terms of video versus pictures.
So the video also, sometimes the feedback to you, the demographics of the buyer change after the 2 weeks of exposure on the internet. Then most of the buyers who came meet young couples, basically. Then we also got ourselves a young couple. So it's really effective to bring out the value of the house. Because I think one of the concern was because of the combined bedroom.
Yes, the combined bedroom.
But fortunately, buyers who came already know that this is,
so it was not like a shock to them. So when they came in, they knew that it was going to be like that, and it was looking like that, and the condition of the house generally, you know, how the kitchen looks like. In fact, you know, people look at the video, they could imagine whether is this something that is stay-in condition in their view, stuff like that. So I think it was very real, and it helped with us, you know, moving forward with the sale.
Okay. I think I don't hold up your time, it's late already, but thank you very much. I appreciate your time today. Alright, if you want to check out a home tour of this unit, you can just look at the description section below. I got a YouTube link, and I will definitely send you the original copy.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Daniel. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, cut.
Oh.